Look at this. For this week's brand new daily race B, there is a 1000% reward for completing the race. I was initially confused, but then I remembered that it's the World Finals coming up and GT are trying to push us to do this mini version of the main event in London. However, we went against the grain and instead of taking the money, I tried Daily Race C to find out if the race they were diverting us away from was any good. And my word, it may be no frills, but what a race it gave us. Right, let's go. Couch is in the Bugatti. Right. Welcome everyone to this week's Daily Race C, a straight 10 lap sprint in the Group 4 cars at Grand Valley. Tyre wear wasn't an issue, fuel wasn't an issue either, and most of us were in the Meta G70. This was going to be a tough one. Steady everyone, he's gone deep, and he's in the wall. So having qualified in P11 we had already gained a position. Being that most of us were in the same car, we'd need to avoid getting any penalties and stay out of trouble if we were going to progress up this tight field. There's a big old group of, a gaggle of G70s, I believe that's the phrase, up in front here. Let's go. Having made it safely through lap 1, we needed to stick with the plan as we embarked on lap number 2. Oh, we need to be careful as we go through here. Has everyone made it through? Yeah. Giving space. Oh. Whilst keeping our eyes on the radar here to ensure we gave enough space, we also needed to keep our eye on the slow cars serving their penalties up in front. Trying to hang it around the outside. No chance in this thing. There's been a punt behind. Goodness, run! Another lap almost complete and another 2 places gained. Next mission for us was to try and get onto the group up in front and see if we could continue our ascent up the field. What I need is a good exit to hang on to these guys. Ironically, so far in this sprint race, being careful and somewhat consistent was paying dividends. The key for more positions for us here was continuing to resist forcing anything and taking what this race was willing to give us. Was that contact? Yeah, well it was definitely contact with the wall there. Don't do it, I thought about it and got out of it. Not even halfway through this one, and with the car in front having a penalty, we would soon be inheriting 7th place. It was at this point we made our aspirations for this race clear. I think a top 5 here would be what we're going for. But to have any hope of meeting those aspirations, we were going to need to pull our finger out and start putting down some much better lap times. Oh, under 2 minutes. Second off the fastest lap. And we had to get out of it, I remember now, so it should have been even quicker. Oh, they're crashing! Go! He's going to have dirty tyres though. There wasn't really much I could do. We were side by side across the bridge and I had it all to do on the brakes to grab another position. Right, come on, top 5, let's go.
Beginning to pull away from the pack behind now.
The further this race went on, the more we were finding our feet speed-wise. We put in yet another quickest lap of the race for us, just 6.5 tenths behind the race's fastest.
It's dangerous. I turned in at the 200 rather than the 100 for some reason. He's gone deep. Hear them coming out in third actually. I don't think that's the right play. Speaking of right plays, going for it here is not the right play either.
We were locked in on the back of this battle for P4, but with the cars so close together we had to be careful how we fought our way through.
Just trying to be as patient as I can here.
Now, you're probably wondering where the Frenchman got his penalty from. I mentioned track limits being an issue here. Well, all it took was the smallest kick up of dirt on the inside and punishment was assigned.
Because I am acutely aware P3 is just there. And P2 and P1 are right. I didn't realise we're only 5 seconds off. Wow. I would have thought they'd be much further up the road there. I really hope they're not going to battle. Hello, I'm there.
We'd got our elbows out there, but it had got us up into 5th and close to 4th. Now it was time to try and find a way past.
Thought about it. Power a little bit early there. Right, P5 is what we wanted, but P4 might be on.
Things continued to go well for us here. Having started in 11th place, we were now all the way up to our original target of P5. But surely things couldn't get even better than that, could they?
It's gone deep. There's nowhere to pass though here. I compromised my entry to try and get a run up the hill. I think I've got too good a run actually, but let's go for it anyway. Let's go. P4. Now. Can we hold on to it?
Now, while I try to hold on to this, can you help me on my quest for 300,000 by hitting that subscribe button? If everyone who watched regularly did, we'd be there in about a week. So if you could, I'd really appreciate it.
No, I got a penalty. Ooh. That's going to bring them right back into the fight, you know.
And as we've seen before, track limits strike again. I strayed just a millimetre too far onto the curb and bang, our hard-earned P4 is now in jeopardy.
so many cars behind. Come on, come on, come on.
The issue with having so many cars so close behind was that we would lose loads of positions when we served our penalty and have no time, as we've only got a few laps left to recover. I now needed to completely change tact and get aggressive.
He's making a move, which is fair enough. I've got to go for it here because I've got a penalty. I don't think I touched him. I don't know.
Looking back at this, we appear to be in the clear. It actually looks like the bump draft from the blue car behind caused him to carry just too much speed and make contact with the wall. As if this hadn't cost him enough time, a penalty ensured he'd lose even more.
Now he got a penalty. So it's the right thing to do to fight. No, but these guys are coming. It stopped Rory. Don't let him up the inside. He's up the inside. Try and hang it around the outside here to give myself the inside, but there's contact. Oh! Wow, that was aggressive. Let's go get this P4 back.
With just 2 laps to go now, if we wanted to take this P4 back, we'd need to do it by force, and we needed to continue to be super aggressive.
He might not defend this because he'll have the inside. I was okay there, was I? I think he initiated the contact on that one. He's not happy. We're getting a bit of flickering. He's not going to be happy either because someone's just launched it up the inside of him. This is our opportunity. Run!
We were going all out here to try and get away from the following pack as they battled between themselves, but the slipstream is so powerful here that getting clear was going to be a challenge.
What's the gap? Is that gap enough for a slipstream? I think so. Right, final lap. Let's go. Let's bring this P4 home.
So we'd had to take what we'd learnt so far in this one and string together a perfect final lap. You can overtake on this track, and the guy behind knew it.
How did he get to 2 seconds? How did he get so close? I did not notice that delta coming down. Try and break the toe. They're not interested in the toe.
They were all over us now. After everything we've been through, I was determined not to lose this here on the final lap.
Has he made a mistake? Down to the hairpin. Patient, patient, patient. Back on the power. Don't run wide. Surely he's too far back. Go, go, go. There's yellows! There's yellows, there's yellows, there's yellows!
In an unbelievably bad stroke of luck for the white car, coming into the final corner, there's going to be contact with P1 and then the German is going to drive straight through him without even a hint of a lift, giving us an absolute gift.
No way! P3! Let's go! What on earth happened there?
I told you this was a good one. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And if you have time for one more, check out this video here. YouTube thinks you'll like it.